Happy Friday, gang, and welcome to the second episode of Growing Up Edutained, starring me, Alpha.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Discount Alpha, straight from Estonia.
What the fuck? Discount Alpha? um,
The
yeah.
regular Alpha. What we be watching today?
Well, Discount Alpha, I'm glad you've asked, because we haven't finished our excursion through the paradise of puzzles known as the Island of Dr. Brain. And,
Oh, wonderful.
that's wonderful, wonderful. So, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna drop the accent now before we lose what audience we had.
By the way, that's Ferret. In case you guys couldn't tell, he's back to help me finish this thing.
Yes.
So the last...
My parole officer says that I can continue streaming as long as I don't have any more incidents.
No more racketeering, huh?
Man, there's a really great racketeering joke waiting to be made, but nothing is coming to me.
I don't have it either. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
So last time around, we discussed the history of Sierra, the company responsible for this fine game. We went through and discussed basically the aesthetics of the game, like the visuals and the sounds and the puzzles, their educational quality. Basically, how all of this mixes into what I believe, anyway, is a really good edutainment game.
I would agree. Not that Sierra was really known for their edutainment games. Their puzzle games, yes.
Oh yeah, they're
But
puzzle games. They're story. They're interactive movies kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, for what few they did on edutainment, this and the Castle of Dr. Brain, I think they did pretty well.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking a lot about kind of picking up a topic that we left off with last week.
Oh yeah.
How a lot of the puzzles are kind of trial and error to begin with, and I think that's great design because it allows kids or even adults to kind of find their bearings while they're playing and to organically learn bit by bit how to solve the puzzle and play the game.
Sure. The algebra puzzle, the microscope, was a fine example of that. Because as you adjust the expression, you can see how each adjustment manipulates the shape that you're working with.
Indeed. And I got to thinking about how edutainment games are kind of like a real departure for Sierra from what their bread and butter was. But you know what their bread and butter were trial and error puzzle games.
Sure.
And if you look at something like King's Quest, they give you five different puzzle pieces, and then they ask you to slap them all together until you find the combination of slapping that they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is not a great leap to go from that to edutainment. Especially the style of edutainment that we're talking about with guess and check.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure that the guess and check introduction was intentional so much as it was just kind of part of their endemic culture of game design, and it was just this happy accident that it works so well as an introduction to edutainment.
I mean, it worked. You, especially with Police Quest, you learned stuff about how the police operate. In that, the way that series was designed was based on true, honest police protocol at the time.
Well, so to jump ahead, the creator of Sierra, Police Quest had a lot of internal let's call it disagreement between the programmers and the CEO, whose name is escaping me.
We're not talking Ken Williams, right?
Yes, Ken Williams.
Okay.
Ken Williams was had been introduced at some point to one of the members of the LAPD, who was
Jim Walls.
yes, who was greatly responsible for the creation of the SWAT team, and he had this particular philosophy, which was not necessarily rooted in fact or in entirely innocent of, say, racism. This philosophy that it's us versus them when it comes to policing, and that good community policing involves driving a tank through a wall so that you can surprise everybody in your community and they can't escape justice.
I mean, if you're referring to what I think you're referring to, the scene in Police Quest 3 where they were breaking into the crack house.
I've actually never played any of the Police Quests nor seen them play,
Really?
but they are famous both in the forensic world and in the gaming world for being kind of tinted with rose-tinted glasses for the particular style of policing that the LAPD became infamous for. And I know in particular that the police who were used as consultants were part of a very ugly side of California policing that was rife with abuses.
I mean, it was marketed as something that they actually put into use in police training, like as a simulator.
It was, but it was the same. You could say that the Police Quest games and the Black Lives Matter movement both sprung from the same police documents, but on kind of from different perspectives. On the side of this is great policing, you get the police quest perspective, and from holy shit, I wish the police would stop beating up me and my neighbors, that's where you get the Black Lives Matter kind of angle. And they both come from this extremist warrior cop mentality where it's very, the world is a dangerous place and it's better to be judged by 9 of your peers than carried by 6. Kind of a philosophy. And I think that is a very interesting little bit about Sierra's history, because it's one of its more contentious and argued about games.
Absolutely. Very
even
related.
Internally.
Absolutely, and very related to what helped shape it and its reputation.
Indeed. So, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no, it's all good. I mean, it was just a word search, for fuck's sakes.
Oh yeah, did we want to talk about what we think is going on with this word search?
Sure. I mean, basically, here's what it is at the basic this is what's going on level. It has you pick a language, French, Spanish, German, and then based on the language you pick, it puts together a word search in that language containing 20 terms. And it shows you the word list with those terms in both English and the language that you've chosen. So basically all you have to do is find the German words, and it seems to me like the only extent of what you're learning in any of those languages is what you're looking at on the list, because you can see what word means what. Like, you're not learning from this how they conjugate, how they form in a sentence, what have you. They're just terms.
One thing that we did notice was that it was taking an awfully long time to compile last time we were here.
Yeah, that's how the last show ended.
So one thing that we highly suspect, is that what is going on is it is taking those words, it's taking a list of words and generating a word search, and then it's solving the word search. And if it can't solve it, then it says, oh, something's gone wrong. Let me regenerate the word search with a new list of words and a new pattern.
Yeah, considering
Because
how quickly it compiled the second time I tried to do it, I would say that's exactly what happened.
because the first time we did this, it took about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to compile.
Yep.
And that is not always the case. So we think that is what is going on under the hood.
All right, now that the palm trees are erect, let's walk on.
Indeedly do.
I mean, it seems like what you learn about whatever language is kind of limited by what it is the word search actually is. Like, I don't know any better how to speak French, really, than before I did that puzzle.
No, we learned some things from the. I mean, I learned some things from the. Words, Richard. Use your words. The German, the Sprachen the Deutsch. I learned what Monday was, and.
Well, I mean, yeah, it kind of gave that to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it was like a mind-blowing thing, but it was just a thing that I had never noticed that, for instance, Guy Montag from Fahrenheit 451 is named Guy Monday. And I had never realized that.
Gotcha. So for different skill levels, you only had to find 10 out of the 20 on Novice, 15 on Standard, and Expert, as you just saw, requires all 20 to be found. I'm just glad it came up with a puzzle that didn't have that same glitch as during our trial run, where we had that double, and it didn't let me register the second word.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been... I think that's why it took longer to generate and regenerate, was that it was making sure we got one that was solvable.
Yep. So here we have a cipher, and it looks like a pretty well scrambled one. So in bronze, all we had to do was manipulate where spaces were and swap words around. They were already spelled out properly. Silver, the Standard, had letter swaps within words also. And it looks to me like this just makes the whole thing complex. So we have a quote here by T.H. Huxley.
There.
Yeah, that's there.
And it's capitalized, so we know it goes at the beginning of a sentence.
Yep, I'm gonna say that this is life, and it goes at the end.
Yep.
This is end. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've gone so far as to swap letters between words.
Few the...
Yeah, making.
Making?
Yeah, this is definitely making.
Alright, so here's the question. Do we want me to, for expedience's sake, see if I can hunt down the actual quote?
Yes, please.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to see how far I can take this.
There is the greatest practical benefit in making a few failures early in life.
Alright, so there is the greatest
practical
benefit. There is the greatest practical benefit in
making a few failures
early in life. Alright. Yeah, so basically, First and foremost, you have to know the quote. And I'm wondering, actually, if these quotes are in the Encycloblotty-Blue.
I would be unsurprised.
I would hope that they are, because you can't expect a child to know this shit.
And you can't expect an adult to know this shit.
Yeah. And if an adult don't know this shit, much less a child.
I mean, I expect children to know a few things
Sure,
better than I
but
do.
sure, but one of these quotes?
Yeah.
Making a
Unless there's a Huxley
failures.
themed Pokemon, in which case, absolutely, fucking, you should know that shit better than I should. Kid.
Alright, there's one. Okay, where's our capital? The first word's gotta be I. Because that's the only capital letter here.
Robert Orban. I don't even know who that is.
I don't either. Alright. Looks like
Professional comedy writer, and he also worked as a magician.
it looks like this word here is everywhere. Home.
Alright. Let me see if I can...
Way. Always. I misclicked. There.
Is one of the words quickly? No. Fine.
No. Back.
Everywhere.
They. My.
I take my children everywhere, but they always find their way back home.
Okay, so I take my children everywhere. Oh, it didn't swap the comma. Interesting. Very interesting. They'll swap the period, but not the comma. I take my children everywhere, but they always find... No. Very finicky hit detection. Their way back home. Yeah, see, I would never have known that.
Oh, neither would I.
I can unscramble all the words, but I would have no way of making sense of it.
That would have been an entire day's worth of work for me
Yeah.
as a kid. Like, I solved plenty of puzzles back in my day that were like that. Just brute forcing, trying to look and pick out patterns of words, figure out what might have gone where.
Alright, this last word for the Robert Benchley quote has got to be... No, never mind. I thought there was a U in there. But I don't know what the first word is, because there's a capital D and a capital E in here.
Drain?
You think drain?
Oh.
Oh no, shit, you know what?
Dinar?
I think they have this time gone as far as swapping letters out, because there should not be a solitary M, now should there?
No, but it might belong to... There might be an erroneous space.
Yeah, I'm thinking this time they did a complete Full Metal shuffle here.
Robert Benchley.
Yeah.
Let's find out who Robert Benchley is. Another film... He was a film actor and a newspaper columnist. Could it be drawing? Is there a capital E anywhere in there?
Yes, there is.
Aha, okay.
Yeah, please tell me. What do you got?
Drawing on my fine command of the English language, I said nothing.
Alright, so... Alright. Alright, it looks like they did not shuffle the words this time. Drawing on my fine goddamn of the English language. Oh.
Anyone can do any amount of work provided it isn't the work he is supposed to be doing at the moment. Oh.
Uh-oh. The space goes before. There, I think I fixed the word structure, so let's fix the words. So, drawing... So I'm going to guess that this is either the quotes are in the manual and that's your reference point, or this is a supreme exercise in unscrambling and making sense of a scramble. I can't figure out which. What do you suppose?
I mean, if we know that they start with the quote unscrambled, and then they have some sort of a randomizer, some sort of like an encryptor to jumble everything. And it seems like it does a certain number of jumbles before, like, it seems like it might do a certain number of jumbles and then jump ahead and then do a certain number of jumbles and then jump ahead.
Seems plausible enough to me.
Does it now?
Chia Pet. I mean, I can think of no better answer here. To oop.
I don't know what an oop is.
I don't know where they're going with that one. All right, next up we find the hidden pictures puzzle. So I'm sure everybody at least once in their lives has seen one of those like activity books that has a picture in it with a bunch of shapes put together in such a way that not only does it form the scenery of the picture, but there are also hidden objects inside the picture. Like I don't know, they have a cane outlined in the middle of the desert or something like that, you know? This is pretty much that same kind of puzzle.
I can see 5 already. 6. 2 of them are scorpions.
All right, let's see.
That's 7. How many of them are there?
16 this time. It was
Jesus.
8. Yeah,
Fuck,
it was.
No wonder I can find so many already.
Yeah, it was 8 on bronze. It was
There's a
12
lesser
on.
just north of that.
Cool.
On
I see
the
it.
fern.
I see it. So it'll give you some education on each of the animals you find. Just a brief little like bio entry kind of deal. You needed 8 on novice, 12 on standard. And it looks to me like compared to other skill levels, you gotta be pretty damn precise.
And again, with the you're getting warm, there's a lot of guess and check in here.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to know exactly what you're looking for to know that you're onto something.
So you can guess and check if you really can't see it. But, yeah. And I missed entirely, I guess. This to me seems like poor execution. It's really finicky hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously we know where the damn thing is.
Obviously, darling.
The word search was at the very beginning. Oh wow, I thought it was much bigger than that. An antlion.
Those were the bane of my existence as a Simant player.
That's because it seems to me like Twitch just sucks about that. Oh, the lemur. I guess we're on Madagascar.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so there's 2 scorpions. One below the botanical garden sign and one above.
Okay.
I'll let you get the bird first.
Am I missing its wings?
Void! Look for the light green.
Yep.
So what the wing on your left is back behind it? Yeah, that's right. So it's not as far forward. But it's further up. Still further up, you missed the tip of the wing there. And then you missed the right-hand wing.
Jeez. Alright. Alright,
Alright,
so
let's
the one
grab those 2 scorpions.
Yeah, I see the
Yep,
one
that's
below. Yeah, I'm gonna call this poor execution.
You need to go further right, because his claw is a little bit... Yeah. His claw is a little bit in front of the sign. Yeah. Yeah! Maybe a little bit narrower from the bottom,
Yeah,
though.
I really...
You're missing the top of his tail. Oh,
And
got
I
it,
still
though.
got it. See, you see the problem that I have with this?
Yarp.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the next scorpion should be easier to get. So if you follow that tree, so go north.
Yeah, I see him.
Yep, you got him. Yeah.
I see this too.
Oh, I totally missed that. What is that? Is that another antlion?
Flying fox.
Oh.
And I see another eagle right there.
Caw! That's not the sound that eagles make.
Snake in the orange leaf tree. I see him.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a bee in there as well.
A green
to the
tree
right.
python. Yep, I see something.
Looks like it's got a bee's butt. And it looks like it has an antenna that you're missing.
Caught him. Oh, it's a
hermit crab.
Oh. Alright.
Funny thing about hermit crabs is that hermit crabs really do live in trees. If you are down in the Florida Keys and you relax on a island under a tree, you very well may have a hermit crab fall on your head.
Have you had crabs?
I actually did pick up scabies down in the Florida Keys because scabies are a crustacean, not any kind of like a bacteria or a fungus. So antifungal things like bleach won't kill them. And I was in a communal bunkhouse, and the mattress had been bleached down, but that does not kill crustaceans. So I got scabies, and that was terrible. It really makes you appreciate skin. So when we start really getting to the nitty gritty, we need to. Oh, that's a good one. We need to find more to get past this damn puzzle. We can throw in some of our. I forget what they call hint coins in this one. Watch charges.
Yeah, because, again, we're not going to be going for perfect score here. We're not playing that many fucking puzzles.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
okay,
I see
so
one, I see
left
one.
is. Yeah, I was going to try and guide you to that.
A rhinoceros hornbill. One left.
Borneo. Is there something in the bottom left-hand corner in the greenery?
You're seeing that right there? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's something. Caught it. An Oribe gazelle.
Wow. I didn't think we were going to actually get this without
Assistance?
without hint coins. Yeah.
Yeah, because we needed it for standard. I half expected we would. Alright, let's go back.
Groovy.
The volcano door analyzer.
Yes. Everyone
Alright.
has one of those at home.
Sure. Alright, so here's the deal. We have a periodic table in the encyclo, which will help us out, on page 97 specifically. So here's the deal. We have to analyze these three things and basically break them down at a chemical level over here.
Bullet. Really trying to pull hard with the young male crowd.
Seems so. Alright, so in novice, things could be broken down into a single element with trace element, or trace remains.
Twice remains.
Twice remains, yes.
Romaine lettuce. Salad.
On standard, it was 2 elements with the trace remains. This time, I expect 3 or 4 on each. So what should we start with? The sugar cube, the bullet, or the limestone?
Let's come out shooting.
Let's come out shooting? Alright, bullet. Alright. Now, if it
I'm
says
guessing
this,
the first one is going to be lead.
yeah, if it says this at the bottom element like this, or anywhere, it's just going to be trace. So the top one is a gas. It cannot be lead.
Oh, gas. Really? Okay.
Atomic
no,
weight.
21%.
Atomic weight, 16.
Oxygen?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about how much oxygen is in the atmosphere. This one, atomic weight, about 14, makes up 3% of the human body. So we want element number 7. Basically cut this in half. Number 7, let me think. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, whatever 4 is, whatever 5 is, carbon,
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure sulfur's not 7. Potassium is much higher. Nickel's much higher. Tin is much higher. Is it nitrogen? Number 7?
Yeah, it's gonna be nitrogen.
Okay. Next up is this metal. Atomic weight, about
Iron?
39.
No, because iron isn't used by all hemoglobin.
What number is, oh, you know, yeah, what number's lead?
Phosphorus?
Phosphorus?
Possibly. That's just a guess.
What number, are you on page 97 of the encyclo?
No.
The periodic table should be
Oh,
on
potassium. It's potassium.
potassium. Okay. And finally, reddish brown metal would be copper.
the shell casing.
Yep. Yeah, so there's no lead to be found in this. Alright.
But PB is there.
Yeah, lead is there, to be sure.
That's weird.
Alright, sugar cube or limestone?
I'm curious about the limestone.
Okay. Here's a 3. Let's get this trace out of the way. We've already figured that this is oxygen. Oh, gee. Well, what do you suppose this could be?
Hydrogen.
Yeah, toss the H-bomb. Whee! Atomic weight 40. I suspect that that's calcium. I think calcium is number 20.
It's naturally forming in limestone. That's
Yeah, that
fucking
fucking helps,
helpful.
right? I believe
Yeah, it's
calcium.
calcium.
Yeah, number 20. Yep. Alright, and finally, the sugar cube. So here's your trace right here.
First one is hydrogen again.
So because they give us the periodic table, this is basically understanding of the table. Did you say oxygen was number 1? No, not oxygen.
Hydrogen.
Yeah. That's carbon. No. Carbon. That one right there. Yeah.
I guess the last one's going to be oxygen.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have earned a gold.
Because it's an organic compound.
Gee, carbonated water, basically. Because look at it. You've got basically twice the amount of hydrogen as you do oxygen, which is fucking water. And then you've got carbon in equal amounts of oxygen. So, yeah, it's carbonated water. This is what we learned, folks. Sugar is carbonated water.
I have just completed my latest top secret project. I would appreciate my battery at your earliest convenience, of course.
Alright. So next is inside this very hot volcano. So first thing we do is touch the pipes. Whee! No, not really.
I like how there's carrots and celery in the lava.
First thing we do is play this.
The rich man Sudoku.
Pretty much, yeah. It's
Wow, they don't give you a lot to go on here.
No, they really don't.
You want to go for the 11 first?
Probably be smartest. So, let's think. Well, this is certainly interesting. How are we supposed to do that without repeats? Oh, we can repeat numbers. Okay.
Fascinating.
So, here's the thing. On the novice level and the standard level, you were not allowed to repeat numbers within rows, columns, and major diagonals. The novice was a 3x3 grid this same way, and the standard was 4x4 that same way. This time we can repeat, and in order to get 7 more in this row, we kind of have to repeat. That's the only way this is going to work. Just think about it. The only ways you're going to get that are 1 plus 2 plus 4, or 2 plus 2 plus 3, each of which creates some kind of repeat in column 4. So I'm glad I checked back and caught that, because otherwise I would have been completely and utterly bullshit shenanigans. So from the Castle of Dr. Brain, this is actually a step up from the magic squares back there. And those were truly the magic squares of old, where everything had to equal the same number. This time, that's not the case. Alright. So you want to switch this to goal view? That way we can see just what we need here. Might help us out some.
Okay.
Because you can do it two ways. You can do it the hard way by looking just at what you need each row to contain, or the goal, which will change according to what you place in each row.
It does the math for you.
Yeah. I'd rather do that for sake of...
celerity.
Yeah, and for sake of potential time here. Alright, so you say go with what was the 11 first. So let's think. We need either 2 plus 2 plus 3 or 1 plus 2 plus 4. Either way, there has to be a 2, or 3 plus 3 plus 1 would work, which is still a repeat. So yeah, we need to try and work out
what everything else needs.
Yeah, and I imagine this is probably more open-ended than we're giving it credit for, so we could probably get away with some trial and error on this one. So I'm going to see about sticking to... one number as much as possible and branching out from there. By that, I mean 21.
Blackjack!
3 sevens. I will be amazed if what I'm doing actually works.
Oh, it's probably not, but it's going to give us a framework of how wrong we are.
Sure. So why don't I just do that?
Got a 6 there, and so we already are 2 over in the diagonal.
Yeah. Alright,
but we see where we need to rob from Peter to pay Paul. Yeah, throw the 1 in there just to clear the diagonal, and then we can... Okay.
Yeah.
And we can see what needs fixing is those 2 rows, specifically in that 1 column. But one of them is locked.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, because then we have to rebalance everything else. So we don't have a solution here.
Not yet, at least.
You gotta replace that 1 with a 9 or some such. Actually, the 4 with a 9, probably.
No, that just didn't pan. No.
You were getting there. You were getting there. You were slowly unraveling the knot.
Yeah, but all right. Let's see. What do we go with repeating on a minimal basis? And see, just for sake of example, how that does.
Oakley dokley neighborino.
So. I'm going to try to keep the 9s off the major diagonals. Because then you're only manipulating 2 numbers instead of 3 that drastically.
Sounds fine to me.
Let's try 2, 6. No, that's no good. 3, 5. 8, 2. I think I just pulled it off. 2.
Heights of the century.
Oh no, not quite. Not quite. Damn. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, how into Star Trek The Next Generation are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I've seen every episode.
You've seen every episode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'll appreciate this then. I was expecting a wide cascade failure here. Trying to fix LOL on the fly.
Mm-hmm. But you just need to swap 2 down and 2 up. And it doesn't really matter where you do it as long as you don't do it on the diagonal.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at here.
Oh god, everything is terrible! Why does everything hurt? Existence is pain!
Oh, nope, that's affecting diagonal.
So the, okay.
I have...
Okay. There is going to be a solution. There's 2 diagonals, and
1-6.
okay, we have to fuck with each diagonal.
And I'm gonna turn
together.
this.
I think this is actually a cascade.
Symptom of cascade failure, right?
But that's okay. Cake. Okay, so that's going to... Okay. Anything you take... The 9 would have to become a 7.
This 9 here?
No, sorry. Yes, that 9 there. Make that a 7.
I'll make this a 7 as well.
And then... Now we've gone and fucked everything, but let's see what we can do to fix it.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make this a 4-9.
Okay. -8. +2. We can't. -4. Okay, so the 9 above the locked 1 should probably be reduced. We could probably even kick that down to like a 5. I would turn it to a 5 rather than to a 1, and we'll work from there. Because now those 2 both need more 4. We could turn that 4 into an 8, and then that would give a... Okay, so the 4 that's to the right of the locked 3, try turning that to an 8. Okay.
Alright, so
this
we
is
fixed that diagonal. The last
this
column,
is
2 to a 4.
progress.
So, last column, you're saying this.
The 7 that's next to the locked 1,
Yeah.
to the left of the locked 1, can you kick that down to a 3? Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna try swapping this 4 and this 1.
Oh, that's better. The 7 could become an 8, and that would help things. And actually, no, the 7 should stay a 7. And the fuck. Okay. The 5 should become... The 5 in the top left corner should become a 6. And then the 7 should become an 8.
Okay. So now we've got 1s everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, damn. All right. Wait.
Waiting.
Wait, what did I just...
I see
Oh,
a lot of things that look promising, because there's a 1 and a -1 and a -2.
I went the wrong way on that one.
Oh, 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 oh! Wait, no, 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 no!
All right,
Go,
going back,
go
going
back, go
back,
back, go back,
going...
go back, go back!
I'm
You
going
were
back.
more right.
I'm
You
going
were
back,
more right
going back,
than you
going
were
back.
before, because there's a solution there.
Yeah,
Because the 2 diagonals were at -1 and 1, and
right.
we could have easily swapped 2 and fucked something on the right-hand column, but fixed the diagonals. Okay, this is very close to being correct. Very
Yeah, I'm just
close.
trying to figure a way to...
Because when we change things, we're gonna have to push it all to the... Fuck! No, you were right. You're gonna push it to the side. So I'm sorry.
I
This
have
is
it.
less correct than the...
Maybe not. Oh, no, hold on. I believe I pushed that.
You really pooched the screw.
I pushed that in the wrong direction is what happened there. Alright, so this has to go down, that has to go up. Alright, now I don't fucking got it. Because that had to be a fucking 1, didn't it? God. Ugh. Because now I can't turn that into a 5 without doing that shit. Damn it.
All right, we can fix this. This is progress. This is progress. If we iron out that 8 not on a diagonal, so which we can't do. Because we're gonna fuck a diagonal on anything that we reduce by 1. We can't reduce the 1. We can't reduce the locked 3. And the 9 is on the downward slope and the 6 is on the upward slope.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to tear this apart a bit. So let's choose which slope we want to fuck with. I would say let's kick the 9 down to an 8 maybe, and then we'll work from there just as like a see what we need to do. Oh, that okay. Pronoun trouble.
Go back a step from where? You know what, hold on.
Fuck me, I could write a program to solve this faster than I could solve this. Okay, so If we add to that, we need an imbalance on the bottom, otherwise we'll never be able to balance the right.
Yep.
Question is, what imbalance do we want to introduce?
Yeah, this is the problem with chat delay.
And I can't even see chat.
Oh, you can't?
I mean, I wouldn't say by design so much as like in order to expedite the ability to get Skype to work, I have forsaken chat.
Oh. I think maybe it was causing too much trouble.
Yarp.
Okay.
So, when you ask why have I forsaken you, that is why. We're balancing for one side at a time. What happens if we use a hint coin?
I'm not sure, but at this point, we'd better. Alright, so it looks like it fills one in for us. So this, in some combination, has to be 3-1 or 2-2.
Groovy.
This has to be some combination of 10.
And we want as little as possible in the bottom left-hand corner, so I would say 9-1 is probably...
Yeah, one problem. I say let's use another one.
Sure.
Oh, boy, did we have that wrong.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. No, that doesn't work. And those don't intersect at all, so
Another.
we can kindly go get fucked.
Pretty much. Another.
Another! Okay, that's actually super helpful. Because we can drop this 7 down to a 6. The 7 next to the 5 down to a 6. Sorry, an 8. Not a 6 and 8. I was going in the wrong direction. And now we
have it. Finally.
Have it?
I have to go the correct direction, but yes, we have it.
Hey!
It only took us 3 charges to do it.
Congratulations.
That makes you seriously think about your forward number planning. That's a really good puzzle.
I'm not quite sure I really wrapped my head around it enough to say that I understood it. There's a lot of puzzles here that I feel would be better if you saw them multiple times and you kind of got hit with them more than just once and brute forced your way through it. Like really forcing you to understand patterns at play.
Yeah. But I mean, I never knew until I played this that that type of square existed. What's next? The spectrum analyzer? Yep. Alright, so this one is literally use your eyes. Basically, on Novice, you had to take 3 elements and combine them into the spectrum that you see on this middle row here. It was 5 on Standard, and now it's 6 here. So this is actually some really good guess and check practice in that, watch this. Pick one, and basically you can see, do all the lines on the bottom row fit somewhere on the spectrum in the middle?
And in this case they do.
Right.
So we're going to keep CD, what is that, cadmium? I don't know.
Cadmium. Here's Krypton.
Cool.
Here's Krypton.
What?
Which is Krypton.
What?
Yes, it's a real element.
No.
Look in the table, it's there. I don't know what number it is, but KR. Here's neon.
Oh.
Titanium is a match, so the whole top row is good.
Oh, it's a noble gas. No wonder I've never heard of it.
Yep.
Man, noble gases are just the most useless.
Tin is there. Well, how about that? The first 6 we looked at are the ones that are there. So if we look at sulfur, we will see that that is not. And I don't know what GA is, but that's not going to be on it either. So,
Gallium?
did you find it? GA?
GA is in fact gallium, yes. My guess was correct.
What number is it?
31.
Gotcha. So yeah, the first 6 we tested were the ones that belong.
Congratulations. You have earned a gold spectrum analysis plaque.
That's all it is. Trial and error. Does it match with some? Does it match fully with some part up above? If it does, great. Move on. Holy.
Let's head to the Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
or the possibly racist native village creation.
You think there's racism in this?
Mm,
Whoa, whoa,
I-
whoa, whoa,
they
whoa,
didn't-
whoa, whoa there. Whoa there. I click on Pizza Hut, and you're saying there are other things more important? Fuck you. You are wrong. You are wrong. Anyway, you were saying?
I think that had they actually tried to animate people in this village, it would have been racist. I have a suspicion that they did, and then realized, oh god, what have we done? And they went back and removed all the people, and then included a tooltip that said, hey, where did all the people go? Because there's literally no way you could put people into this village and not have it be paternalistically colonial racism.
Alright, so all 3 skill levels have had Shakespearean rhyming. There were 2 pairs in Novice, 3 pairs in Standard, and now 4 pairs on Expert.
You know, I
So the
often wonder to myself, is this weird turn of phrase a weird turn of phrase because Shakespeare invented it out of nothing? Like, piss up a rope. I often wonder, what does that mean? Who came up with that turn of phrase? And, like, what would happen if you tried to piss up a rope?
It sounds like a more difficult variant of challenge pissing. Are you pissing as you ask this question? Because I heard some kind of liquid go off there.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Oh, that's funny. My mic should be muted.
Were you dumping something out, or were you pissing, or what? As you said that.
I plead the fifth.
Aha. Now, do you know
Masturbation.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Do you know what challenge pissing is?
No, I've never heard of this particular turn of phrase.
Have you ever seen the video "Fuck You, Baltimore"? The car dealership commercial.
I have not.
Look that up. Look that up sometime. It's called "Fuck You, Baltimore."
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Yeah. All
I
right.
will look it up at a later date.
Indeed. All right. So perished, and we're on the synonym apple tree. Synonyms, of course, mean the same thing.
Herc.
So perished and died.
This is good because a lot of the words are very like florid, flowery, overly complicated words, and a lot of them are the opposite. So you can kind of play with these words. I really like these puzzles. I really
me
like these
too.
puzzles because they teach you about context clues and about synonyms.
And you get some hints by the pseudo rhyming going on at the end of each line.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here that's educational.
Yep, this is definitely good for learning how to
Speak English good.
yeah. But since he died, and poets better prove, theirs for their style I'll read, his for his love. And nothing against time's scythe can make defense, save breed to brave him, when he takes thee hence. Whoops, nope. There we go. Merit and worthiness. Range and scope.
Scope is gonna rhyme with hope.
Master and conquest. Aspire and hope. Yep, good, cool. Be not self-willed. Fair. be death's triumph. Okay, we got it. Blessed are you, whose worthiness gives scope, being had to conquest, being lacked to hope. Be not self-willed, for thou art much too fair, to be death's triumph, and make worms thine heir. Alright, I feel like I messed up somewhere.
Blessed are you whose... What was worthiness?
Merit.
Worthiness and merit, yeah. And what was conquest?
Master. What if that's triumph? What if that is triumph and that is conquest? Aha.
I think that's wrong, but okay.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I think that their clues were wrong.
Rumor, hearsay. Fully, well. Purpose for intention. Sell for barter. Death for demise. Choose. Weep. And lose. Let them say more, that like of hearsay well. I will not praise that purpose not to sell. This thought is a death which cannot choose, but weep to have that which it fears to lose.
I like this more and more because I just realized you can see what the Shakespeare quote means before you tangle it and twist it into the original Shakespearean. Oh, I like that.
So to move on, you have to put your stuff on the scale over here.
Oh, skeletons. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You remove any racial features. Everyone has a skeleton on the inside.
Yeah, everyone.
So that skeleton is all of us.
Yeah, everybody's...
That's actually a really elegant solution.
Yeah, everybody gets boned on the inside.
Grown.
Hominy, homonym, and now we've got 4 pairs once again to work with. John sniffed aloud, we'll say. He was allowed to keep. John sniffed aloud and said, "There's a bleep bleep in the bleep tonight." There's a
foul scent.
Oh, I probably want that foul. It's
in
more
the
funny
air
to think
tonight.
if there was a censorship
Air
thing.
tonight?
Can you feel it
Other air?
calling in the air tonight?
Yeah. Actually, there were 2 other airs.
His heir was sent a notice that he was allowed to keep the rare and expensive fowl. So he's got an expensive cock that he inherited from somebody who passed?
No, it's the expensive cock has someone it will be passed down to. It is willed to somebody.
Sounds like 9 months of torture to me.
Anyway, this is that 2 supposed to be there? Because I would have guessed it's weak.
Well,
As
probably
in 7 days.
too weak to stand.
Yeah, that 2 definitely goes at the bottom, at the back end of the sentence.
Oh, I see what you're telling me.
Yeah. I think it's weak.
This week I had enough sense to eat some healthy foods, but not too much. The sum of the fragrant scents left me too weak to stand. The bleep of the bleep, approaching blank, him bleep.
Moan.
I so wish I had the
sight of the grizzly approaching made him moan.
Oh, how about this?
After the maid had mown the lawn
we got more.
at that site, it was a grisly mess.
Screw the maid, look at what we got here.
Sight of the grizzly approaching made him moan.
Oh wait, that's probably the legitimate answer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I believe it is.
Damn, I was hoping for
After
some
the
kind of grizzly bear
maid-
sexual occurrence or something.
After the maid, yeah, that one, had mown the lawn at that site, it was a grisly mess. But we need.
I still think it's funnier thinking about the bear about to have sex with the poor guy.
Hey, you! Bear fucker!
Yeah, hit the streets and start yelling that shit.
What a great movie. I still have not seen Super Troopers 2. Something I need to do.
Yeah, it's on my list as well. Finally, the anthill. The antonym anthill. And we have...
Antonyms!
This time we have three trios to do here. Longing for hating. A rottenness begins. Whenever a man has cast a longing eye on offices, a rottenness begins in his conduct. A lie is an blessing unto the Lord.
Yep, that sounds right to me.
A lie is an blessing. Abomination.
Ah, there you go.
And a very present help in time of trouble. I still think an blessing is proper grammar.
We must ask ourselves, are ad children learning?
Adherence to the old and tried. Cool. Former who tries to assert. I should like to be known as a former president who tries to assert his own business. You know, probably not. Mind his own business. Because suppress would be assert. Firmly grasp it in your hand. Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Yeah, indict your friends. Indict your friends, but never remember their names.
Indict your friend sounds like the tagline of a great game.
What they mean to say is, forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. I think, honestly, no, I kind of like that former line better.
Congratulations, you've earned a gold platinum black.
Indict your friends, but never remember their names. That just sounds like a terrible friend. So obviously we're learning homonyms, antonyms, and synonyms, and a little bit of grammar structure education here. I'm trying to hand you my melons. Thank you. The hut beckons, and not the Pizza Hut either, which really pisses me off.
I mean, you have the capacity to order a pizza if you so desire. You are an employed adult.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow or something. Okay, so the computer. The match 3 puzzle. Again, there are 5 sets of 3 matching masks. It was identical symbols on Novice. It was hieroglyphs, like much less straightforward. This time we got masks.
All right. I believe I have a match.
Yeah.
Yes. The second row all the way to the left.
Row 2, mask 1. Let me see if I can find the others. I see 2.
Oh wait, how many matches do we need?
We need 3.
Oh, never mind. Belay that order.
I see these 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Wow. I was never expecting to find them that close together. I think I got another set. Cool.
Well done. Oh, is that another set? No, because that beard is not pointy. Oh wait, but that one is.
Row 3, second and fourth in, I hear. And do I have a third? I do not see a third of that one, GB.
Alright, I found a group of 3.
Okay.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. I see him.
Oh, oh, wait. That's back. Have you selected? Okay, good. 2 more
already.
sets.
Alright, so you're a little far behind, it sounds like.
A schlittle.
Alright. I see one.
Oh, I just saw you complete it. One more.
You got one, Chibi? Bottom row, second in. Alright. Let's see if I can find the others. I see 2, and I see 3.
Brilliant!
You've earned a gold
All right.
visual pairing plaque.
Fantastic. And we have a key that takes us into this cabinet, which is the subject category. We are definitely going to need the encyclo for this one.
Oh, let me go open it up.
So here's the thing. We have to arrange these books with what goes where. It was 3 nations, 3 gods apiece on Novice. Standard, we had 3 artists, 4 paintings apiece, and this time it looks like we have 3 authors and 5 titles apiece. So all the info on the bookcase can be found somewhere in the encyclo. Alright, so somewhere in the encyclo should be an entry on authors, including William Faulkner, Charles Dickens, and Jane Austen.
Yeah, I'm looking for authors now.
Yeah, so
I searched
basically...
this document. Is this text?
What's that?
I'm just talking to myself.
Okay.
There's no searching this
Alright,
document.
Any information you have for me, Chibi, go ahead and put it in chat.
You might look it up on Dr. Brain's bookshelf. While you're sorting, you will find the following pages come in handy. Outer space gods, topographic tally, major landmarks, animal classifications. Okay, none of these things are...
Artist is probably further down. That's where we found it from when we did our run. Okay. The Unvanquished. A Tale of Two Cities. That's Dickens, right?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Tale of Two Cities is Austin. No, not Austin. Pretty sure that's Dickens. The Old Curiosity Shop, I don't know. Northanger Abbey, I don't know. Sense and Sensibility, is that Austin? Or Dickens?
Austin.
Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the reference point we needed?
Not yet. I'm looking.
Okay. Emma, Bleak House, A Fable, Go Down on Moses. Go Down, Moses.
Son of a bitch. Where are you?
Go Down on Moses.
No.
Just making sure you were listening. Emma is Jane Austen. Alright, I'll move this out of the way. Alright. Mansfield Park. Great Expectations, I believe, is Dickens. Park is Austin as well. Alright. By the way, Chibi, I only moved Mansfield Park out of the way so I could land that other one. Christmas Carol is Dickens. I'm just going to move this out of the way here. Pride and Prejudice, I want to say, is Austin. Absalom, I don't know. Are you still having trouble there, Ferret?
I'm still looking. It's in a huge jumble.
Did you actually find it, though? Because if you found it, we can reconcile.
No, I haven't.
All
I mean,
right.
like, I found the document, but I haven't found where the authors are in here.
Alright. I have it open now. I'm going to see if I have any better luck.
I think it's on page 65. Oh, I see. It's in... Bibliography? That's all the way at the end, isn't it? Index. Periodic table. Bibliography. Oh, Jesus, fuck your bibliography. Okay.
So we have to go all the way down there?
I think so, yeah. Alright,
Okay, so look up
you have to hit me with an author.
William
'Cause I can...
Faulkner. Give me a title and I'll track it down.
Faulkner, The Unvanquished, Go Down Moses.
Alright, so
Absalom,
hold up.
Absalom.
Let me get there because I'm not going to be able to retain that for that long. Start again. With Faulkner.
Absalom.
Absalom. Let me put that in the corner so I don't lose track. Did you say The Unvanquished?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
The Sound and the Fury.
Sound and the Fury. Not here.
The Reavers.
The Reavers. Not here.
Go down Moses.
Go down Moses is somewhere here. Yep, go down on Moses.
Get down, Mr. President!
Alright, we got go down on Moses.
A rose for Emily?
A rose for Emily?
Mm-hmm.
Not there.
A fable?
A fable is here someplace. It's already up there. Let's move that around. Okay, and there should be one more.
A fable, a rose for Emily, Absalom, Absalom, go down Moses, Requiem for a nun.
Requiem for a Nun. Got it. Alright, awesome. Next author is...
Congratulations, you have earned a gold.
Next author is... We just got really fucking lucky right there. Wow. Alright, so apparently Dickens' Great Expectations, Bleak House, A Tale of Two Cities, A Christmas Carol, and The Old Curiosity Shop. And Jane Austen was Emma, Mansfield Park, Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, and Northanger Abbey. Wow. I wasn't expecting to get that on that last random drop.
Yep.
Alright. Aha! The old sliding bookshelf trick. Alright, it's elevator time. And with that, it is time to do some fluid weights.
Or could it be anything else?
Okay, so this is why the elevator doesn't work. We have to add some fluid counterweights to make it work. So here's the thing. The left side counterweight deals with water. The middle deals with mercury.
Mercury.
Well, maybe not. Because I'm looking at this, and my gut's telling me that just doesn't line up. Because mercury's super heavy. Yeah, mercury is 7 pounds, 1 ounce for a single one of these cups. There's no fucking way that that's mercury. So these are shuffled too, by my guessing of it. So anyway, one of these compartments lines up with one of these compounds. Water, mercury, alcohol. And you see on each of these compartments how many uses you have of it. And by use, I mean one use can constitute a cup, a quart, which is 4 cups, or a gallon, which is 4 quarts. Our job, using one liquid for one compartment, and using that many uses, is to match up that much weight. So, here's what
This is way more thinking than I want to do.
I getcha. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this small boy here is probably best done with alcohol, which is only 6 ounces per cup.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, on Novice they did line up water, then mercury, then alcohol. Silver, they started using gallons, quarts, and cups more interchangeably, where it used to be like, hey, 2 gallons of this one thing gets it done. So now it looks like they've done that, and they've shuffled the compartments. So, it is 16 ounces to a cup, or to a, no, sorry, 16 ounces to a pound. So by converting, 16 times 6 is 96, plus 14 equals 110 ounces. So 110 does not divide evenly by 6, I don't think. 72, I think, no. No, it doesn't. It would have to be 108 or 114. Are we going to have to... Am I going to have to use different compounds in the same compartment? Because that sucks.
Cross-contamination.
Very superstitious.
Ooh. What song is that?
Superstitious, Stevie Wonder.
When all else fails, follow directions.
Echo. Play Superstitious by Stevie Wonder.
If you're not careful, we're gonna get copyright tagged.
Echo, volume down. It's fine. Just gotta hear that killer bass line.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is going to take some serious fluid planning.
And you could write out an algebraic equation.
Write down a what equation?
An algebraic equation.
It's not going to take algebra. It's going to take conversion into, it's literally just going to take conversion into all ounces. So left is 49, 2. Center is 614, and right is 52.7. So let's think. 40 times 16 is 640, and 16 times 9 is 144. So 786 ounces in the left compartment. 16 times 6 is 96, plus 14 is 110 in the center. 50 times 16 is 800. And then 32 plus 7 is 839. Okay, so a cup of water is 8 ounces. A cup of alcohol is 16 times 7 is 112, plus 1 ounce is 113. Or not alcohol, mercury. And a cup of alcohol is 6. Alright, so I think I might be able to do this using only cups, but let me see how this breaks down. I'm going to start by knocking off the odd weight measurements, or the odd ounce measurements here. Actually, you know what? Okay. Now it'll reset. Well, that changes things. Okay, you know what? Fuck analysis at this point. Let's just do this. That's a lot more uses of mercury than I like. Let's reset it. Basically, this is more mathematical planning.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I wonder. Can this be broken down? Oh, you know what? I screwed it up. Hold on.
Don't die on me, Corey.
Oh, you have a friend?
Alright, it really bothers me that you can hear me because my mic says that it's muted, the mute light is on, I hit the mute button, everything says that you shouldn't be able to hear me.
That's weird.
And yet, here we are listening to me pee in buckets and not be muted.
Hmm. Yeah, something's obviously broken.
Yarp.
I'm trying to find a way to break this down into something easy to manage.
I'm telling you, it's all algebra.
That's too much algebra even for my taste.
I didn't say it would be easy, I just said it would be algebra.
Yeah. Alright, there. I think I've handled this one. There. Took one of them down. Wait, what?
I don't get it.
Did I...
It looks right to me, but what do I know?
Or does it mean I have to...
Do them in order? No, because it was solving for
Or
the
do I
one
have
that
to-
you...
Or do I have to do little bits at a time? Because physics and heavy and tilt and...
Fuck if I know.
Did they really take that direction with this? Because fuck me.
Prefer not to if given the option.
Alright, this time there's only 3 uses of mercury. No, that won't work either. Alright, I'm going to have to kill this. I'm starting to dislike this a little bit.
Hang in there, buddy.
Yep. Well, I could do this. I could just dump all the water in there in gallons. Oh shit, look. I just now noticed that this thing tilts.
Okay. So what do we need to solve all three at the same time? Or like stagger them? We can't solve one and then move on to the next one?
Seems that way.
Well...
Oh, yeah. They thought of everything, didn't they? I mean, my god. Alright, a gallon of water in the right countermeasure. Decreases this to something manageable. For mercury. I'm actually going to dump the gallon there. Let's keep with the alcohol here. There. See if I finally got one here. Alright, a 6, and an 8 will do that. Okay. Now, 6 uses of alcohol and 1 use of water. 36, 48. Takes out 3 pounds. The 24 is 1.5 pounds. 18, 36. 36 would be 3 pounds. If I knock off 2 pounds, then I'm left with 48. I think I got it.
Oh, thank you, Maker. I think this is going to have to be my my last puzzle for the night, and we are going to have to unfortunately sling this into a third episode
Yeah, I gotcha.
because I'm starting to fade fast.
Oh, fuck. 1 cup of alcohol short. Damn it.
So, here's a question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how it works. You get one dispensation, but there's no set amount that is dispensed. It's just how many times you dispense
Yeah.
any amount of liquid. Okay, that's how it can add up different things.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Man, this is getting annoying.
You want to table it for now?
We're gonna have to. I may...
Burn down the Reichstag?
No, I wouldn't say that. Maybe just, well, okay. I think the point of the puzzle has been gotten, right? We have to get all those compartments to 0 using those uses and those numbers. And now that it actually considers lean, which it did not for novice and standard, makes it that much tougher. I think I might just handle this off screen, and then we'll pick up on the next puzzle on episode 3. Be the best thing I can think of doing.
What skills do you think it's trying to teach here? Because my first thought was arithmetic, and I think at lower levels it is arithmetic. It's
Definitely numerical and physical planning. The skill they call it is fluid weights, but that's pretty much what that considers.
that's okay. It's like a very concrete way to describe it.
Yeah,
Fluid weights.
yeah. It's a lot of it's a lot of numerical addition planning, and algebraic to a point, if that's the approach you want to take with it. But yeah, that one on expert level definitely geared for higher grade levels, and it's more my lack of patience that's stopping me from really doing this, right? So we know what has to be done, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this one off screen.
You know what you have to do, Alpha.
Yes,
You have to burn it all to the ground.
burn it all to hell. That's the fun way to do it. Well, this has been Growing Up Edutained with Alpha.
And discount Alpha.
And until next time, have an Alpha night.
Bye.